case of for number 1, your experiment output, as well as a quick run through on what you did on this experiment. So basically, we were doing different step responses for different parameters, and these parameters include different frequency levels as well as different poles and zeros. So starting off, we first took into account the simulation of an undamped step response. We also took into account a one that is overdamped, and we also took one that was underdamped. And for this one that was underdamped, we also took different parameters such as the natural frequency, the damp frequency, the damping frequency, the damping ratio, the peak time, the overshoot percentage, and of course the settling time. So moving on, we also simulated different step responses based on different zeros. So we have a 0 that would be equal to -4. We also have 0 that would be equal to -100. And we also have 0 that would be equal to -1. And we also took different poles. So we have a pole that would be, or rather we added different poles. So we added a pole wherein the pole would be equal to -100, the pole would be equal to -4, and the pole would be equal to -1. So we then superimposed this graph. Moving on, discussion of the challenges in performing this experiment or understanding the concepts. So personally, it was quite easy understanding the ones involving the damping frequency, the natural frequency, and such, because it utilized simple algebraic methods. However, what really gave me a challenge was really analyzing the zeros and poles. And although solving for the zeros and poles is easy, the hard part is like analyzing the desired step response or the expected step response based solely on zeros and poles. So yeah, it's quite difficult trying to find or trying to understand how zeros and poles would eventually, affect the underdamped step response. And lastly, notes to self. So previously, my notes to myself was really more on understanding the theoretical and the application side, but for now, I really want to understand more of the analysis side, like analyzing why the produced waveform is like this, why it's like that, based on the parameters given, especially the zeros and the poles. So that would be all.